radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers and listeners. My name is Joshua Mamagos from the locale of Victorville, and welcome to INCRadio, Orange County, California. INCRadio. I'm here along with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Lionel Ornado. You're very excited for this morning.
I am very excited. Our topic today is very exciting and makes me kind of want to go outside and take a walk right after this broadcast. Along here, we have some guests along us here this morning. Please introduce yourself, brothers.
I gotta first say, I love your excitement and your energy, so I'll try to keep the same tone. I am Alan Rockydon.
And I am Brother Francis Loyola, and we're both from Cerritos.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on our broadcast this morning. So for our topic today, we'll be talking about nature walk adventures, where we go out and see nature. So one of the things that I've heard from what you do over there in Cerritos is you guys go hiking quite often.
Yes, we do. Thankfully for him, he's always organizing us to go out for going out for nature walks and adventures.
Nice. So what requires, I guess, coordination with everyone else, right?
Yes.
So how does that look like?
We just schedule like a date and see if like most of us are available, and then if that date works, then we'll just try to find a trail that works for all our experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really how it starts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you guys go early in the morning, or is it like a late afternoon type? Because I know like in the middle of the day, that's when it's like the hottest.
Definitely hottest, right?
Yeah, usually we try to go at like 6 a.m. just to avoid the sun, because trails usually last a few hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So usually mornings. I don't think we've ever done a night one. So
A night hike.
yeah.
I mean, night nature walk.
Yes.
A nature adventure.
Nature adventure. So, speaking of like coordinating, and you mentioned like trying to find trails and places to go that you know that is within everyone's sort of difficulty level, right? Do you have any places that you guys have been to that you want to share?
Yeah, I'll probably start off first. I'll start with one I think is one of the easiest courses or nature adventures, and it's easily accessible, is El Dorado Nature Center in Long Beach. It's well paved, maintained, and shaded. So meaning if you're not an early riser or you don't want to go early morning on a Saturday, you can go there at almost any time. And you don't, because it's a paved trail, you don't necessarily have to have all the full gear. And then there's people there welcoming you along the path. So yeah, I would recommend El Dorado Nature Center.
El Dorado Nature Center.
Yes.
I guess what goes into that too is what goes into the process of finding a good nature walk adventure path place to go on.
Oh, that's a great question. I'll let you.
I think a lot of it is just researching online. There's a lot of information that you can find now online. And also, once you find like a trail, it's good to read the reviews, because sometimes people would give like tips on how to successfully finish the trail. And sometimes even like it would show let you know how difficult it is or how easy it is or the things that you may need for that hike. So I think reading reviews from the adventurers that did it before is very important or very helpful.
Yeah, and do you remember any off the top of your head? Any general ones that to keep in mind when we're going on these trails, and maybe to help upkeep the place?
To upkeep the place, I think just
to piggyback off, if I'll help Brother Francis out when we're picking a trail. For me personally, because it is a nature adventure, right? All about adventure is what do you see at the end, or what do you get out of the trail? So for me, it's, do you want to see something from high up top and see like the ocean wide view, or do you want to see a waterfall at the end? Or do you really just want to hang out and adventure with your friends? So there's trails for all of those kind of environments that you want to be with. Or if you're by yourself, solo, with a few friends or a group of friends, there's all types of trails or nature adventures that you could go on that can benefit you, and what do you want to get out of it. And then I think the question with sustainability, I think, or trying to do out the trail, I don't know if you wanted to add to that, Francis.
This is I think just to follow the rules in place by the city or whatever trail that you're doing. don't litter. I
Yeah,
think
don't,
that's very
definitely don't want to
simple.
litter.
Yeah, and just follow the trail. Don't get out or outside. Don't walk outside the trail. I think that's very important. Just to keep
Yes.
it up.
Yeah, and so that's right. So maybe you're not good at because it's an adventure. Maybe you're not good at following trails directly. That's the reason why I recommend El Dorado. At least it's paved.
Uh-huh.
Because
You
sometimes
just
when
follow the
you
path.
just follow the path. Because sometimes you'll go on a trail where there might not be a clear, distinct path. But what happens is if you go off that trail or path, you actually are packing in dirt. And then if they're trying to like regrow or trying to maintain that trail, you don't want to pack down the dirt and go off your own trails. So that's why you want to stay on the trail so that you can see the nature that you enjoy. So if you're like an example of their analogy is you ever seen like a grass path or a shortcut on a curb of a
Mhm.
lot, and then you'll see like grass all around, but you'll see like a path through the cut through the grass. Like you don't want to do that in nature, like because that wasn't
Right,
naturally
right.
there. Yeah. So just stay on the trail. And then what he was saying was pack it in, pack it out. So whatever you're bringing in, make sure you bring it back out.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't litter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't litter.
Yeah, don't litter.
Yes.
And even maybe pick up other people's trash. You'll probably see that along the path.
Mhm.
If you have or if you want to, pick it up and then throw it out with you.
That's a very good tip, and I think that goes along with not just on nature walks, but
Everywhere.
everywhere,
Yes.
everywhere you are. It's good to keep our earth clean as much as possible.
Yes.
Mhm.
I guess along with that question with nature and the path that you were talking about, those places get busy, or how is it like going on those more popular paths?
I think usually it's not that busy. There's a lot of trails, especially in our region, that people can choose from. I've never experienced where like it's very packed that it might be difficult to hike. Maybe I mean there's other people hiking for sure, but
It's not
yeah,
like
we have a
packed.
lot of choices,
Mhm.
so I don't think that problem would ever
It
occur.
yeah, it depends on the season too as well. So for
Right.
example, like
Season.
I think you kind of brought it up in the first question, like when's a good time to go hiking? Like for example, me if I want to go in the waterfall and see the waterfall, typically you want to go not during springtime or like that early spring, so you could actually see water from the runoff from the snow melt.
Oh,
But if you
Mhm.
go towards the end of the summer, you might not actually get that much water or waterfall. And then at the
Okay.
same time, though, if you're going in spring, like it's trade-offs. If you go in the
Right.
springtime, it might be really cold, and now you're crossing a river or you're going in that waterfall when it's cold. But if it's, especially after a long nature walk or nature adventure, and you're going underneath the waterfall, it feels great.
Mhm.
That happened one time when we actually went on a 6-hour hike, nature
Wow.
adventure, where we were midway
Wait, 6
through.
hour one way or 6 hour round trip?
6 hour one way. It was
Oh.
those are
Oh.
different kinds, yeah. In Yosemite, and we were actually tired. We didn't know we can't go back because there's only one way, and we just happened to come across a river, and we literally stayed there for a while, refreshing, and getting refreshed, sitting by that river. So
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait,
Yes.
so to go along with that, so it's 6 hours, right? And you can't go back. Are there off trails that you can take, or how
And-
does that work?
in that
How did-
particular
how did you
trail,
get back?
how
How are you here today?
That's good. Thankfully, someone was prepared, and they actually prepared a car at the very top at the end of the trail.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't really know how long that trail would be and actually what would it take. So we just kept walking because it was getting dark, and you have no choice. You could either go back or keep going forward. And so for us, I mean, why are we going on adventures in the first place? It's to go forward, right?
Right.
And then experience life. So yeah, so that's how come we're back. Thankfully, there was somebody prepared. And then actually, it's even if it's an adventure, I would say go with your friends. Invite someone.
Mhm.
Even if you think they might not go, like don't judge them. Just invite, and then they can come. So why not?
You did speak about seasons and going to places at the right time. I do remember there's this one trail over in the mountains where at the end of it is a waterfall. It's a really nice, really small waterfall. And I remember one time I went there and there was this water coming out. I was like, oh, it's so nice here. I'm going to come back here again. Next time that me and my friends decided to go. But the next time we decided to go, there was no water. I
Right.
think what happened was we went in different seasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this wasn't as great as I thought it was. But yeah, okay, seasons do. I guess
It
it
does
does make
matter,
sense. Yeah,
yeah.
seasons
Yeah.
do matter. Yeah.
Speaking of seasons, he was going to bring it up, which is what's the trail that you like towards Laguna Beach area, brother?
El Moro
Oh yeah, so the El Moro Canyon Trail.
Mhm.
I think if you're worried about not having to pre-plan, if you're like me, sometimes it's on the fly. I think that trail or that nature adventure, you can go at any season. The only issue is it's not shaded, so make sure you wear sunscreen or have a hat and be prepared for that, and wear layers depending on the time. But the views are amazing, and depending on the season, you'll be able to see gray whale migration.
Oh wow.
Yes. So there's no waterfall there, but you'll be able to see different because you'll be able to see the ocean. And then at the end,
that's
even
cool.
if let's say you don't want to go up that high, or for whatever reason you're afraid of heights, you could actually even end your trail at the beach.
Yeah,
So-
the start is the beach, and that's where you also end. So if you want to go to the beach after your hike, then it's really
So it's just like a big loop.
Yes, it
Yeah.
could be a big
Mhm.
loop. It could be an in and out, and then there could be challenging
different
trails. Yeah,
levels.
different
Yeah.
levels. They have like this thing called the elevator there. I think we have a picture of it there, and then it shows the different.
Oh yeah, we do have pictures, I believe.
Yes.
Where was this at?
What was this one?
This is the El Dorado one that we
Yes.
mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So
in
as you
Long
can see, it's
Beach.
shaded. So I would recommend this if you've never done it before. If you've never gone on a nature adventure, I would recommend coming here because you basically have all the best of the, like everything there. You have turtles, you have water, you have trees, you have nature.
And you did mention turtles. To be clear, you cannot play with the animals, right?
No,
You
no,
gotta
no,
get-
please,
okay.
please don't.
Okay, just to make sure. Pick up your trash and don't play with the animals.
Okay, this one is in Alabama Hills, in more up north, but it's still in Southern California, I believe. And as
Oh,
you can see,
wow.
it's really nice. The mountains behind you, and the trail was actually pretty easy. So, if you have time to drive all the way to Alabama Hills, this one's really nice.
Oh, so you guys drove here. You guys didn't walk all the way here, right?
Oh, yeah, well, we drove to the start of the trail.
Okay,
and started walking.
okay. Making sure.
Oh, nice. And
this-
what's this one?
So it is a nature adventure. So this one here is a view of Lake Tahoe, but essentially here you
Nice.
park and you just walk out to that scenic view.
You said this is Lake Tahoe?
Yes.
Oh, look at all that greenery. I haven't been to Lake Tahoe, but my parents keep telling me like, "Oh, do you remember that time when?" No, I wasn't. That was probably my siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's this one over here?
This is the one where we were mentioning there's trails for different levels.
Mhm.
This is the El Morro Canyon Trail in Crystal Cove State Park. So I do recommend, also this is in our region in Orange County, California. So I do recommend coming out to there.
Newport.
Yes.
Newport.
Mhm.
I see there's a little bit of incline in the picture. How much is the incline there? Or is just how the picture was taken?
Oh, there's definitely incline here. I'm not sure if this is the famous spot called the elevator.
Elevator.
Yes.
Interesting name.
Why
because
is
of
it
the
called the
because of the incline
Okay.
for that trail. But yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess that's all the pictures that we have for today.
Mhm.
We do want to go really quick to the comments before we move on to our next section. We see that there's a where is it? I just had it. Trisha Antonio says we like easy nature walk spot. Hashtag Cerritos.
Thank you for watching Cerritos. Where are you guys, brother? Again?
Cerritos.
Cerritos!
Yay!
So if you are from Cerritos, please leave your comments in the comment section.
Yeah, I do see a lot of hashtag Cerritos. Brother Nathan Vicente says, "Good morning, OCC." Oh, there's Brother Nathan. You were asking about him earlier.
Yes. Good morning, brother Nate Dog.
Yeah. And let's see. Regine Catalic says one of my favorite nature walk trails is Mount Rubidoux in Riverside.
Yes.
Ooh, I've seen quite a few of my friends that go there. Even Regine actually.
Yes.
Go to Mount Rubidoux.
Yes.
Have you guys been there?
I have, because aside from Cerritos, I would like to call the local of Riverside one of my other homes, or one of where I feel at home at. So I think they just celebrated their 50th anniversary. So
Right.
shout out to Riverside.
Congratulations.
Riverside.
But yes, Mount Rubidoux, that's another nature maintained area as well to go. So shout out to Regine.
Nice. And so one other thing that we did want to ask was, what are some essentials to bring? We know we've talked about the planning and where to go. Now that we know what to do, what to prepare, and or how to gather friends, how to choose the place to go. Now we're actually going to go. Not actually going to go, but for those who are using this as a reference, that we're actually now we're going to go on the nature walk adventure. I think you guys brought some stuff to show us, right?
Yes, we did. I actually don't bring a lot of stuff when I'm doing trails, but What I usually bring is a good hat, just to protect yourself from the sun or the UV rays.
Mhm.
And then first aid kit, probably not this big. Okay, get a smaller one, but first aid kit is probably one of the most important that you can
He brings
bring.
that for me.
And then lastly, water. Um, you don't want to start cramping while you're hiking, right? And also electrolytes, right, to
Ooh.
help you away, to keep you from getting cramps. And that's usually what I bring for trails.
And then for those starting out, I would actually recommend also for your trail, depending on where you go, if it's maintained. Actually, I want to emphasize that. Make sure you hydrate. Hydrate before your adventure, hydrate during your adventure, and then hydrate after your adventure. Um, Also have a snack with you. I didn't bring a snack today. Make sure you also bring a snack. And then for me, I actually like bringing wipes with me because you never know when nature calls on your adventure.
Oh, to go along with the snacks, what kind of snacks would you recommend? Because I'm guessing there was some snacks that are more heavier than others, right?
Yes, yes. Do you want the honest answer, brother? I bring a hamburger or a sandwich for a snack on my trail because why not, right? That's your reward after the nature adventure.
Just make sure there's no bears around. So if you're doing a mountain trail, maybe get something like a snack pack, like
Something that's
nuts.
not as smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Not as
yeah,
smelly. So-
grain, Nutri-Grain bar. or
Right,
something of that
right.
nature,
Granola
yeah.
bars are good.
Granola bars.
Foods. Granola bars are good.
But burgers are good too.
So one of the questions actually that was posed in the chat, I don't know if you brought any today, was are anyone have any must-have nature walk shoes?
I
you bring
do
any
have
shoes today?
hiking shoes, or you can use it for nature walks too.
Oh.
Which is good because it helps you keep safe and protected, and don't trip and slip and fall.
What's the difference you would say with a regular shoe than with a shoe you would take on your adventures in nature?
Well, the shoes that I have is actually a bit heavy. It's mostly for protection, maybe like to protect us from stepping something sharp, and
Mhm.
also protects you from not bending your foot.
Or like
And-
spraining your
Twisting,
ankle,
sprain.
Yeah.
twisting
Mhm.
your ankle. Yeah.
right, and to keep you from falling. Basically just a good protection overall for your hike.
Yeah. I did recently buy Nature Walk adventure shoes. And one of the things I was really torn about was whether I wanted to be waterproof or not.
Mm.
Because if it's waterproof, water can't get in,
Yeah.
but also water can't get out. So if your feet are kind of, sweating a little,
Mhm.
it's going to be trapped in there.
Actually, I think a waterproof would be nice. I actually did a trail where I had to cross the river like 5 times. And the water did get in my shoes, even though it's waterproof, but it's easier to dry out later on. And you're still able to use your shoes for your next hike. So waterproof is still good. It just keeps the moisture away, basically.
Hmm.
And the material makes a difference as well. So I would recommend wearing wool socks
Wool
if
socks.
you're wearing so. Well, it depends also on the season because if you're wearing
Wool socks
yeah.
in
So
summer.
I mean, we actually do as well because it's a moisture wicking. So it just depends on where you're going. And then really, it's really about the grip. So if you notice one of the other photos, I'm actually wearing sandals, but those sandals have grip.
Mhm.
So make sure you're having a good grip so you don't slip and fall on the trail.
Right. And if you do slip and fall, Francis here has a
Yes.
has a
Yeah,
first aid kit, right?
As I said, because I'm always wearing sandals, he brings that will.
I did see that we do have a guest in our chat. Erica Celestina is replying to the question that Sister Jenica posed in the chat. And she said that she thinks that any comfy shoes, but of course, hiking shoes / boots are better if you're planning to go on something more adventurous.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
What else did you bring for us today?
Oh, I actually
think-
brought the after adventure. So if
After
you
the
go,
adventure,
yes.
okay.
So if you go after
You
adventure,
have a burger in there?
no burger, because you normally go out if you're with friends. You go out to a buffet or you go for boba. But I would recommend bringing sandals, right? Because your feet might get swollen. So you want to be comfortable after your trail or your adventure. And then I also recommend bringing a change of clothing.
Right,
So
right.
make sure you have that, and as well as a towel just in case, because you never know how much adventure you'll have on that day.
Looks like you're going on a trail today.
Yes.
I guess along with that, with all the products and all the trails that we mentioned, we want to say none of it is sponsored. So we just want to make that clear that these are all things that our brethren use on their regular nature walk adventures.
Yes. No, someone else in the chat, Eliros Reyes says, our all-time favorite hiking trail is the Narrows at Zion National
Ooh,
Park.
beautiful.
Ooh.
Yes.
I've never been to the Zion National
Same.
Park.
Have-
There are so many national
Mhm.
parks.
Yes.
They even have like I think a specific water bottle with like all the stickers because you can buy the
Oh,
you can get
wow,
the stickers from all the national parks that you can
Oh.
like fill it in on the water bottle.
Wow.
So hopefully it's on my bucket list.
Oh, but we don't actually have to go that far for you. I wanted to bring that out. I'll share one of my secret trails or adventures that I like to go. It's actually Forest Falls. That's in our region, and it's past Redlands, the city of Redlands, or past the city of Mentone. It's on the way or the back roads to Big Bear. But yeah, if you're out there on the chat, I would recommend going out to Forest Falls during any time of the season. It's not well known, and then you could end at it, and it's relatively easy to go through. And so yeah, so that's my secret that I'll share today is Forest Falls, east of Redlands.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Not to ask for all your secrets, but what makes that trail unique to you?
Oh, that's a good question. There's I have a lot of memories there with different people. I'll bring my close friends there. I brought my now wife there. But that's one of the places where I brought her to the snow, I believe, for the first time. So it's because it's not well known. Like when you think of snow, people think of Big Bear. But Forest Falls is an easy place because you don't have to drive up the scary. Some people don't like driving along the mountain edges,
pass,
right? The mountain pass. It's very some people are scared of that. Forest Falls is easily to get to. And during the winter time, you'll be able to have a chance to get snow.
Sounds good. We have some comments here again from Andrew Wynn. Happy and joyous watching from Charlotte Chapel after our baptism here in the Ecclesiastical District of Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. Thank you for watching all the way across the country.
Yes, that is on the other side of the
As we
country.
are here in Orange County, California.
Yeah. So really quick, we do have, I guess, our hashtag. So for those who are new to our show, we do a hashtag challenge with all the locals in our district, where you can do a hashtag of your local. For me, since I'm from Montclair, I'll be doing hashtag Montclair. For Joshua, he's from Victorville, so he says
Hashtag Victorville.
Hashtag
Victorville. Yeah.
And they're from Cerritos, so they will do
Hashtag Cerritos.
So now for our local hashtag winners, number one is our very own Cerritos.
All right.
And for the next in second place is Moreno Valley.
Woo! Valley.
And in third place is Fontana. So the other locals, let's get those numbers up.
If you want your local to be featured in next week's broadcast, please encourage all the brethren in your locale to comment hashtag locale, whatever locale that may be.
And so now we only have so much time for our broadcast. And I don't know, do you have any last things that you would want to say, any shout outs or greetings that you'd like to give?
Shout out to Cerritos.
Shout out to
Everyone
hashtag-
watching.
What time is it, right? Is it live
Live
time?
time.
Oh, no, I just actually wanted to say thank you for letting us be here. And we're
Thank
glad
you
to be here.
for joining us and enlightening us on what we can do on our Nature Walk adventures.
And then feel free to reach out, anyone who's watching, and you yourselves, come out with us, and we'll invite you guys to come out for our nature adventure.
And so before we wrap up our broadcast, we do want to promote some upcoming activities within our district, which is, one moment, please. Oh, no. There you go. So we have our upcoming activities. We have our Kadiwa Binhi Special Gathering and INC Student Camp on October 27, which is tomorrow in Montclair. We do have our INCRadio OCC 3rd anniversary on November 2nd. So do tune in to our special broadcast. Congratulations to INCRadio OCC for another year, another eventful year. This year's been a lot of things have happened. And of course, we do have our CAD formal on November 17th. I actually look forward to that because the last one was last year.
Yeah, last year. Please do not forget to register as seats might fill up and you might run out of seats. So register as soon as possible.
And so one thing that we do want to congratulate is the 10 years of INC Radio abroad. So this is where I want to share, like, I think for me, one of my favorite things that we did with INCRadio is, I believe it was last year. You were on this broadcast too. It was our
Was I?
travel vlog.
Travel vlog. Oh, I think I
The
was.
travel
yeah.
vlog, the places to see in OCC.
Yes,
I remember the title. That was fun. That took a lot of time and coordination. And you were there too, to be part of that broadcast.
Yeah, just to give context on that broadcast, some of our INC radio members, including Brother Lionel, they went all over the district and showed the chapels, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You show the chapels, and as well places. Of course, it's in the title. The places to see in OCC. It just rolls off the tongue. I'm proud of that one.
Yes.
I came up with that one.
I like that.
Yes. How about you, Josh?
I guess for me, one of my most memorable INC radio memories was, I believe it was it this year? I think it was this year. We had our SEBC Summit in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah. That
Yeah.
one was fun. We had a lot of advice and even tips from the different branches within the multimedia productions. I believe the INTTV was there. How they look for stories and what they do for like the production side. Which is really interesting for me.
Right, to get an insight from people that have been doing it way longer than any of us, because our studio has only been alive for 3 years. It's our 3rd anniversary on November 2. Please tune into that broadcast.
Yes, tune in.
But
Broadcast.
yeah, it was good to hear insight on how production goes from people that have been doing it way longer than us.
Yes. And so to close off our broadcast, we did want to just say a special greeting from the INCRadio satellite. From the INCRadio satellite studio here in Orange County, California. We would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, a happy birthday po. We love you po. And so with that, we'd like to give our thanks as well to Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, our CFO coordinator, Brother Hansel F. de Dios, our district minister, Brother Andres Nicholas Jr., our district CFO overseer, and Brother Emmanuel Endai, our executive producer. That is all for our broadcast here from INCRadio, Orange County, California satellite studio. See you guys next time.
Thank you for watching.
Go on those nature walk adventures.
Tune in again next week. We'll be back.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.